he used to talk about Parkside and how he kind of missed the way Parkside did things. And he has another friend at that school, and they were both reminiscing about Parkside days. And he told me that, Mom, I don't know how they did it. Parkside was so tricky. You know, we would go in and we would have a morning work period. And in our morning work period at Parkside, we would do as much work as we do in a whole week at the school, and we have to take it home and do homework. But I don't know how they did it. I don't know how they managed it, but they were tricky. So do you remember telling me that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember that now?
In public school, you learn something specific. You learn specificities that without any real context. And how wonderful is it to be 7 and 8 and get your just broad context, you know, where language came from, how numbers evolved and math evolved, how, you know, what the evolution of the world. You know, Camille shows that timeline with the little tiny piece with human history and all this trianglobites or what, all that stuff I don't even know anymore. You know, all that stuff that you forget because you didn't learn it in a richer, in a more sound context. You know, you forget things like that.
I teach middle and high school science, and the students I got from Montessori Elementary School have not resented their homework. They've not resented doing work in the classroom. They've done well the first time instead of having to correct tests over and over and over. And they just generally don't hate learning in a way that children in traditional schools sometimes do. Children in traditional schools sometimes, they grow to dislike the process. And I think Montessori kids generally tend to like the process. Andy wants to write reports. I mean, it's just this crazy thing that as a child I can't imagine.
I think in this day and age, people are so concerned about their children having their skills and their being prepared to take tests, and et cetera. And we see in other academic settings where they diminish the amount of time that children have on the playground. And I think in our elementary environment, we don't. We have a fair amount of time. We give them a nice chunk of time on the playground so that they can socialize, work out some of their social challenges, you know, become socialized, work through conflicts, and just play and just have imaginative, free, open play, you know, a really nice full recess. And I think Theo really enjoyed that aspect of having that time to play and with his buds.